We're already into the middle of winter now and are burning plenty of logs to keep the house warm, so it's about time that I started thinking about next year's firewood. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to process firewood from start to finish. No doubt someone in the comments is going to tell me I'm doing it wrong, but this way has never let me down so far. I'm not a professional, but this is how I do it. Before we get started, it's important to make sure your workspace is safe and well organised. I don't have the best space, but I'm setting up here on a clear area of my patio. Let's go over the tools I use. You'll need gloves, ear defenders and face protection for safety. Chainsaw trousers are also available, but I don't currently have any. And then I've got a log saw horse that I use for cutting the logs with this affordable chainsaw. And for the splitting I use this 8-pound maul and this wood grenade. Step 1 is cutting the logs to the right length. Firewood typically needs to be between 12 and 16 inches long, depending on the size of your stove or fireplace. Our stove's quite narrow, so I'm cutting these logs to 12-inch lengths. For smaller logs you can use a handsaw, or I sometimes use a reciprocating saw, but for these I'm sticking to the chainsaw. I've got this 12-inch board that I'm using to mark up with spray paint so that I can cut the logs into the 12-inch lengths. Always make sure that you stand to the side of your chainsaw when cutting and keep the chain tensioned properly. If you're not familiar with how to tension the chain or set up a chainsaw, there's lots of great videos showing you how. As I'm cutting the lengths, I'll then be stacking them out the way, ready for when I'll be splitting them. You don't want to be working around loads of logs on the floor if you're working in a tight space like this. Now we've got our logs cut, it's time to split the wood. There's two main ways to do this: by hand with an axe or maul, or by using a log splitter if you've got one. Today we'll stick with the more traditional method of using a maul. I've also got this wood grenade, which I find really good for splitting tougher or larger logs. It works really well with logs that have got knots in. When splitting by hand like this, aim for the cracks or natural seams in the wood. This just makes it a little bit less taxing to split. If the wood's tough or knotty, don't be afraid to strike a few times and make sure your swings are deliberate and controlled. After you split all your wood, the next stage is stacking it. Proper stacking ensures your firewood will season properly. You want to stack it in a way that allows air to circulate to help it dry out. You can stack it in a crisscross pattern, log cabin style, with alternating layers of wood going the opposite directions. This helps airflow and also creates a stable pile that won't topple over easily. Because this particular log store is a little bit of an awkward shape, I'm just throwing the logs in, just making sure to keep plenty of air gaps between them. Once the wood's stacked, it's time to let it season. I store my firewood in a few different log stores. I'm using this top one for these logs, and the logs are raised off the ground to help seasoning. The top's covered and there's lots of airflow to help them dry. Most hardwoods take about 6 months to a year to fully dry, so plan ahead if you're preparing for winter. You'll want to keep your wood covered from rain, but leave the sides open for ventilation. Make sure to check the moisture content with a moisture meter if you've got one. Wood is ready to burn when it has a moisture level of about 20% or less. So that's it, you should now be ready to process your own firewood and enjoy yourself a nice warm fire. If you've enjoyed this video, please do subscribe, it does help the channel out. Give this video a like, and as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.